What is up, everybody, and welcome to another NFL predictions video. This video will be for week 4 of the NFL season. As you can see above me, my new record is 27-21. We did go 8-8 last week. So even, not what I want to happen. That is what's happened. 8-8. It's been a very weird season so far. I don't know what the heck is happening this year, but man, it's been weird. Don't mind the mess behind me. I'm currently in the middle of redoing my room. As you can see, everything's in a different spot. My bed's in a different spot. My floor is different. So I'm just in the middle of rearranging my room, redoing my room. So that is why there's a bunch of toads behind me. Don't worry about that though. But anyways, let's get into the picking. So tonight, as I'm recording this, Dallas is facing New York Giants. So the Dallas Cowboys obviously have been one of those teams that have just been, not looking like themselves. Obviously they did lose to a very good team in the Ravens. They lost to, who else did they lose to? They beat the Browns. Who was the other team they lost to? Oh, the Saints. The Saints, that's right. And the Giants have obviously not looked great. They did beat the Browns, and now all these Giants fans are coming out like, "Oh, we're gonna beat Dallas. We're gonna beat Dallas." No, you're not. Dallas is gonna win this game. Dallas should win this game. Will they win it? We'll see. But I am picking Dallas. I think Dallas will pull out the victory. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the Giants. No matter how bad the Dallas Cowboys look, it's the Giants. So I can't pick the Giants over Dallas. Hopefully they can both lose somehow. Next we got the Saints at the Falcons. Atlanta is actually favored by 3, which I don't know why. I'm going with the Saints, even though the Eagles beat the Saints last week. I don't think that they're gonna lose to Atlanta. I still think the Saints are a really good team. I mean, both of these teams, Atlanta beat us, but I still got the Saints. I still think the Saints will win. I'm very surprised that Atlanta is favored actually by 3 points. I might have to take the Saints in that one. I am taking the Saints in that one. Next we got Rams at Chicago. Chicago is favored by 3. Rams do have a lot of injuries. But I gotta go Rams here. I just don't see Chicago beating them. Caleb Williams has looked a lot better, but he's not where he needs to be. He should have sat out a year, in my opinion, behind a Jacoby Brissett, one of these elite, or not elite, but one of these veteran quarterbacks that he could have sat behind. Next we got Minnesota at Green Bay. This is weird because Minnesota is 3-0 with Sam Darnold as their quarterback, which nobody saw coming. Absolutely nobody saw coming. Green Bay is favored by 3. Green Bay has also been very good with a backup quarterback in Malik Willis. Like this game is weird. But I'm actually gonna have to go Minnesota. I think Minnesota will beat Green Bay at home. I'm very surprised because so far I've picked all the underdogs except for Dallas. So I see Minnesota keeping the momentum going. Justin Jefferson, I do believe, is playing. Actually, is Sam Darnold hurt? I feel like I remember seeing something about Sam Darnold being hurt, but I can't remember if he is or not. Oh well, I'm still going with Minnesota. Next we got Pittsburgh at the Colts. Pittsburgh is favored by 1.5 points. Pittsburgh is also undefeated, another surprising team in the NFL. At the Colts. This one's hard. This one could go either way. Even though Pittsburgh is actually, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has the hot hand right now. They're undefeated. So how can you pick against them? Like, even though Colts are at home, and they're favored, the Pittsburgh is actually favored, which shows you something, because Colts are home. So usually the home team is the favorite. So I'm going to go Pittsburgh. Next, we got Denver at the Jets. I'm going to go the Jets. The Jets heated up last week. Aaron Rodgers looked like his old self. Denver is not good, even though they just beat the Bucks. I still think they're not good. They're not a good team. I think that Buccaneers just, I don't even know what happened to the Buccaneers. If you guys watched my live stream of me watching the Eagles game, you could see that I was pissed off at the Buccaneers last week for losing to Denver. Next we got the Eagles at Tampa Bay. Philadelphia is favored by 2 points. Only 2 points. Tampa Bay is home, so I get it. But the Eagles just beat the hottest team in the NFL, and only held them to like not even close to not great points and not great yards. What I'm trying to say. So I'm not picking against my team again. I picked against them last week and they won. I'm going with Philadelphia to beat Tampa Bay, get the revenge on the playoff game that happened last year. I see the Eagles winning this game pretty easily. I would take them to cover the 2-point favorite. Next we got Cincinnati at Carolina. When I say I don't want to pick either of these teams, I don't want to pick either of these teams. Cincinnati, fuck you. I can't believe Cincinnati is 0-3. Like, dude, you guys have Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. Like, what is happening over there? Carolina, I told a lot of my friends, I said, watch them be good now that Andy Dalton's in there. At least a lot better than they were before. Andy Dalton threw a party last week. I'm actually going to take Carolina to beat Cincinnati. Cincinnati is favored by 5 points. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm never picking again. I'm never picking Cincinnati again. Never. Fuck them. Fuck their whole team. Fuck them. Okay? Fuck the Saints too, by the way. But yeah, I gotta go Carolina. Like, Andy Dalton coming back to Cincinnati, or actually facing Cincinnati because it's in Carolina. His old team. I just got Carolina winning. Jacksonville at Houston. Gotta go Houston here. Jacksonville looks terrible. Houston is favored by 7 points. I don't see this one even being close. Jacksonville looks bad. They look bad. So yeah. Next we got Washington at Arizona. Arizona is favored by 4 points. I have to agree with that and take Arizona. Even though Washington did look good last week, they beat the Bengals. At the end of the day, it's the Bengals. The Bengals are 0-3 for a reason. They look bad this year. I don't know what's happening over there. I think their defense is just trash. But yeah, I gotta go Arizona over Washington. And I'm sorry, Washington fans, but your hopes and dreams of watching them win last week is over. They're gonna lose this week to Arizona. Next, we got New England at San Francisco. San Francisco is favored by 10 points, which I'm very surprised because at the end of the day, San Francisco has a lot of injuries. They have lost 2 games in a row. I think they're 1-2. I think they lost 2 games in a row. But even with that, I'm gonna go San Francisco to beat New England. I don't know if it'll be by 10, but if anything, I would take the under for the points in this game, which is 40.5. Just San Francisco is riddled with injuries right now. I need McCaffrey to come back because he's on my fantasy team. But yeah, I got them winning. That might be a mistake because of the injuries, but I gotta go with San Francisco to win. If they don't, then it's gonna be a rough year for them. Next, we got Cleveland at Las Vegas. Las Vegas is favored by 2. This is another one. I have no idea who will win this game. I'm just gonna go Cleveland. I'll take Cleveland over Las Vegas and move on from that because that one could go either way. That's just a shot in the dark. Kansas City at the Chargers. Kansas City, that one's easy. Kansas City is favored by 7 at Los Angeles. That tells you something. That's another team. Los Angeles Chargers, like, what happened to them? What happened to Justin Herbert? Like, every time I look at his stats, they look trash. Like, they look like they're trash. I don't know what the hell is happening with the Chargers, but okay. Next, we got Buffalo at Baltimore. Sunday Night Football. This is going to be a very fun game to watch. Baltimore is favored by 2.5 points, but I'm actually going to go with Buffalo over Baltimore. Buffalo looks very hot right now. They're 3-0. Baltimore just came off a win against Dallas, but they also started off the season 0-2. They almost lost to Dallas. Dallas almost came back. Um, I just think Buffalo looks like the hottest AFC team right now. They're actually my pick to go to the Super Bowl now over Baltimore. I'm changing my AFC pick. I'm still sticking with the Eagles, but I think it's going to be Eagles at Buffalo now. Or Eagles versus Buffalo in the Super Bowl now. Not Baltimore. Baltimore just has too many holes. They can't close in the fourth quarter. They got very lucky last week that they didn't choke against Dallas. It was very close to happening. But yeah, I got Buffalo beating Baltimore in Baltimore and covering the spread of 2.5. I'm very surprised Baltimore is favored, to be honest. Next we got Tennessee at Miami. I got it. Actually, I don't know, because Tua is still out, I think. Miami lost last week without Tua. Tennessee is just trash, though. I'm gonna go Miami, even though they look bad without Tua. I think that they will figure it out better this week and be able to beat Tennessee. Tennessee is not good. Will Levis is not good. He's a turnover machine. So they should beat Tennessee. If they don't, then they're screwed. I mean, they don't have Tua, so they're screwed anyways, but still. Next we got Seattle at Detroit. I'm going to go Detroit. Detroit is favored by 4 points. Seattle's a good team, but Detroit is one of the better teams in the NFC this year. And yeah, that is my predictions. Hopefully I go better than 8-8 next week. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.